Hello and welcome to Season 8, Episode 1, Part 2, where we go with Manager 2 to Newport County, and as you will remember from the end of last season, we have been promoted as champions, and are now in Sky Bet League 2, which is a bit of a milestone, obviously for the save, because it's the first time either manager has managed in a professional league. So if we start with a quick look at the season preview, it's quite exciting actually for Newport, because we are predicted to finish 6th, which is pretty serious, having just come straight out of the National, but it kind of does indicate how good my signings are, and certainly what they consider my team to be. The pre-season meeting that we had to talk about what we're going to do this season, which for me was mid-table finish, they were very, very happy with, and if we're looking at possibly being in the playoffs according to the media prediction, then there might even be a chance of us doing better than that. Manager 2 obviously is supposed to be the manager that moves from job to job, but I mean, while things are going well, why would you move? That being said, I have looked at a few other jobs. There's never anything that's quite right, I guess. It's either a little bit too high, and thus they don't want to sign me, plus, well, anyway, we're in League 2, and that's a really good start. Now, obviously, the big thing that's happened in the close season is there's been a number of transfers, which we shall go through. I don't know if I need to look at the end of last season where you know everybody from there. But obviously, in terms of people who have gone, Joe Hardy's gone to FC Telford on a free. Obviously, we weren't going to renew his contract, but he actually had a renewal for getting promoted. So, nevertheless, we did then sell him on for Nouts, but hopefully he will do quite well for FC Telford. Robert Williams we sold. 140 grand, may rise to 275. I maybe should have tried harder because we'd sell him to Sunderland, and as you know, he was pretty decent for us last season. So it's kind of a shame not to have him still. He is also the one, though, and I did tweet about this at the time, that had an issue outside of the game that made his determination drop. I think it was like 14 or 13 before that, and it dropped down to 5, and obviously has not recovered in the time that he spent with us. So didn't affect his performance, or didn't seem to anyway. He was still pretty stellar, but nevertheless, he got picked up by Sunderland, and they have since put him out on loan to Stevenage, clearly believing that he is a man for the future. What I think I should have done, with hindsight, is maybe ask them to loan him back to us. Where is Stevenage? Holy crap, he's playing League 1 football, that's how good he is. Alright, well, yeah, made a few mistakes there, that's for certain, but he did give us a good season, and we did get a little bit of cash from him, but as you can imagine, the board aren't entirely happy. I'm also going to have a quick look before we go into the players that have come in, at the released players. Jack Rose, he's gone. He wasn't a very good goalkeeper, and how has he ended up at Huddersfield? I'm surprised he's at Huddersfield. We're at Huddersfield then. They're in the Premier. There is absolutely no reason that I can think of, other than having a backup goalkeeper, of course, for Huddersfield in the Premier Division to have signed Jack Rose. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know what to say. It's up to you, I guess, Huddersfield. Mamadou Touré, he has since moved on. Yeah, he's with Stockport, and good for him. Hopefully he will do well with them. Did try and sign a few of these, or at least trial them at Bassett, but of course there's quite a gulf between what these players were like and what Bassett had. Okay, Warren O'Hara, he went. Decent central defender for us, but again, he's moved on. He's at Rochdale. We're at Rochdale then, League 2. Okay, well, he's still in the same division, so good for him. But this is highlighting the fact that Newport do have a slightly stronger team. Houndstrup, that was a tough one. I nearly didn't let him go. He's at Sutton now in the National League. So he hasn't gotten himself League 2 football, but nevertheless also did not want to go to Bassett. Steve Rees didn't want to go to Bassett. Oh, yes, he did. And he did go to Royal Wootton Bassett. We signed him for free. And that's the thing. Look, he's a 49 there, but he's much better at Bassett. And in fairness, he is a backup winger. But yeah, I forgot we did actually successfully sign him, which was nice. Bassett. As you can tell, I'm actually recording this before I record the first episode, just because Newport County's season starts earlier, so we got our game coming up before Bassett's first game. But you will see this second. Courtney Macklin, tried to sign him at Bassett. Didn't want to know, but he went to Chester instead. Morgan Andrews, still on a free. He's the one, I think, who was an ex-Manchester United youth player. No, he wasn't. Alrighty. He's not who I thought he was then. That's fair enough. Okay, Bobby Rice. Central defender, now at Sheffield Wednesday under 23s. I'm not sure why that happened. I don't see any reason for him to have been signed by Sheffield Wednesday. There is something questionable, I guess, about the decisions, or maybe they just know something that I don't. But you've got, Jack Rose going to the Premiership, and Sam Snelling, central defender, is the one we just looked at. I did try and sign him at Bassett, but Michael Parry, of course, he's the one who was from Manchester United. There we go. He actually didn't do too bad for us this last season, but I did not renew his contract, which may very well have been a mistake. Again, tried to bring him in at Bassett. He's capped at under 20 level as Welsh, but he doesn't want to join. But apparently nobody's particularly interested in him at the moment, so if we give it a few games into the season, he's still on a free. I think maybe he'll change his mind about joining Bassett. Anyway, let's go back and look at all the people we brought in. So, I think you knew about a couple of these ahead of time. Joe Berry, striker. He's turned out to be not quite as good as he first was going to be at the point we agreed to sign him, but nevertheless, he's not had a bad run out in pre-season, so he's hopefully going to be better than he looks, is the best way I can put it. Oscar Montano, central defender. Again, he's a younger player for development, but he's not done bad in non-competitive either. But it just gives us a bit of depth at the back, especially as Robbie Williams went on. Luke Walker, another ex-Manchester United youth player, left back coming in. Again, room to move, room to develop. We needed the extra depth back there, as you know. Spencer Hayward, attacking left winger. Now, he is obviously more of a key player. Again, another youngster come in. We do have a lot of young players that I've brought in. And I've also managed to keep the wage budget down, which I'll talk about in a minute. But as you can see, he's got excellent physicals. And we didn't really have anybody particularly great out at left wing anyway. Next is Seni Dieng, and he is a backup goalkeeper. Because as you know, we had a bit of a goalkeeper issue. We were playing a 2-star goalkeeper, which actually got us promoted out of national, surprisingly. Nevertheless, we needed more. This guy is the backup. And he's actually only in on loan from Brighton. We didn't buy him. But yeah, he's just there. Cameron Hill from Bury, another loan signing. I've tried to do this, as I have with Bassett, to get a few more loans in this season that are of actually some quality. And this Cameron Hill guy had some fairly decent depth to midfield. He's a Bury player, but he is listed at Bury. So we are paying a little bit of his wages, but we're not paying the full whack. Bury, of course, are in Sky Bet League One. So, again, I'm hoping that his greater experience will help and rub off on the other players. I mean, he's been at Bury for 200 games, so that's not bad. Richard King, another Man United ex-youth player. This one's a right back, so we've pretty much got a back four that used to be at Manchester United at some point or another, certainly a back three. Again, half-decent physicals, not as good as he was when I first tried to sign him, but he's more of a backup player anyway, and he's only there for a season. Jordan Willis from Millwall has come in on loan. He's a central defender as well. Again, it gives us a bit more experience, a bit of strength at the back. Will Miller from Salford on loan. He's a striker. We need, as you know, more striking up front. Again, he was better than this when we first signed him, but we have since signed one or two players that have improved the overall quality of the team, hence reducing these stars. And yeah, non-competitively, he's not been great. So, not sure what will happen with him. Ian Carlo Paveda, right winger, again half decent. Colombian. He was signing before the end of last season, if you know what I mean. But brought him in from Chester, originated at Man City. In fact, he originated at Barcelona. Look. But nevertheless, he is a new signing. How's he done in pre-season? I forgot. Yeah, he's done all right in pre-season. Like I say, we've got a bit more choices up front now, which helps. Kevin Bailey from Birmingham in goal. And you were saying, well, hang on a minute, that name seems familiar. Well, yes, of course it does, because, of course, he was at Newport when I joined on loan, which would have been this season, I believe, or this season. I think it was this season when I started, when they first moved down to the south, because I got him straight out. I renewed his loan, and he stayed with us, but I couldn't get him for the national season, so I ended up with somebody else. But we managed to sign him on a free, and he's now with us in League 2. As you can see, he is up to it. Unquestionably, so that's a nice situation to be in. He's not done too badly non-competitively. We did have, and I'll come to it in a bit, a really nice result in pre-season. That was a bit of a surprise, but quite a nice sort of thumbs up. Then we got Lorenzo Bruni. He's come in from Bristol City on a free, and he is, let's see, there we go. He's an Italian striker. Again, he's got some good physicals. He's got some decent-ish coming up technical skills. I mean, the first touch is lovely, of course. Not done too badly in non-competitive, but like I say, it's a bit of depth up front, and he is fairly half-decent. I mean, he came in from Chesterfield, from Bristol City, which is where he started his career. But Chesterfield's the only time he's ever played in the games, and 7 goals in 35 appearances isn't great. So hopefully he will be much better for us. And finally, we have Gareth Williams that we've brought in from Everton on loan, who is another central defender. Again, needed some strength at the back. This guy's ideal. So we're a lot stronger than we were. There are still a couple of areas that maybe need some work, but the good news is, financially speaking, we have the wages for it. We're currently spending 36,538, which is also our committed spending, but we've got a wage budget of 43,882. Now, I am keen to keep it beneath. I do want to save some cash this season. As you can see, we're generally in the negative, financially speaking, but it does look like the last couple of seasons it's started to improve a little bit, and obviously we'll be making a bit more money, hopefully in League 2. And maybe improve the financial situation, and that can only be helped by keeping the budget nice and low if I can. I mean, if you actually consider making an adjustment, I could potentially be saving anything up to 300,000. So we shall see. Okay, it's time for Newport County away at Plymouth. In goal, it is Bailey, a back four of Walker, Fenton, Williams and King. Of course, Walker and Williams making their debut. Hill and Kirby in central midfield, Hill making his debut. Hayward left wing on his debut, Richards central attack in midfield, and James out right. And up front, it's Bruni, who is also making his debut. There's been a few signings, as you already know. So, let us say, here we go, we're the underdogs. Because that always works, right? Hand over to assistant, and off we go. It is Newport County in the yellow, and Plymouth in the green, I think, with the white shorts. And it is a Plymouth kickoff, and I haven't changed it to full match yet. Hurry up. There we go. Thrown from Newport, King to take it. And it's been put out again. It's quite a slow game. I'm going to put us on positive just for a bit. Kirby now on the ball for Newport, coming forward. He's got nobody around him. Oh, Hayward's on the side. Little ball through for Hill, but it's just a little too far. Maxted picks it up for Plymouth. And nice long kick over the top. Cleared by Fenton only as far as Richards, but Perrington picks it up for Plymouth. So what are they doing? Passing or dwelling on the ball? Let's see. Bit of running here, isn't there? Oh, Morris has a good go. I'm going to just try and go to the regroup rather than counter press. The counter press does not always work if they're passing it around a lot. You end up with a lot of spaces. Bailey with a goal kick. On to James. James puts a little one in for Hayward. King has a go and it's saved. Oh, that was a good effort. I think maybe I should go to key highlights now. Corner for Newport. Cleared by Jones. Picked up by James on the edge of the box. Hill crosses it over. Cleared again. Richards picks up the loose ball. Kirby now puts it across. Jones heads it just over. Oh my goodness. Good effort. James, sorry, not Jones. I'm a bit blind and dyslexic and old and all those things. Richards with the corner. Into the middle. Oh, Kirby gets the rebound. Nia Kirby, it's his first goal of the season. It is Newport County 1, Plymouth 0. That's an alright start, isn't it? Just under 9 minutes. But yeah, he got on the head, bounced it off the post, and got the rebound. So well done. Very happy with that. Goal kick for Plymouth. Walker clears it. Flanagan, Purrington puts the ball forward for Morris. Morris with the cross, and McCade was there. And do you know what? It's a nice enough goal, but I felt like they put that ball through Newport players. It's almost like we jumped out the way or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Good for you, Plymouth. Not good for you, Newport. I think that I need to yell at you and demand a bit more. Pickering with a free kick now. Flanagan for Plymouth. Ball over Morris. Famway. McCade has a... Oh my goodness, Nathan McCade. That's his second goal of the season. Alright. This is not working. Let's try good old-fashioned that. Come on, Newport. I was so pleased with going 1-0 up. I'm really quite disappointed at the moment. Hayward. Tackled by Flanagan. It's going to be a throw-in for Newport. Oh, free kick. James take it. Hayward's there. Takes a shot and it's just wide. Oh, come on, boys. Free kick now. Corner. Richards takes it. Jones gets on it. Oh, Bruni. Lorenzo Bruni is his first goal of the season. Newport have equalised. How very exciting. That was off a rebound, I think. Excuse me while I take a sip of my coffee. I'm so excited. Richards with the corner. Looks like Jones, Purrington, and then... Yeah, there was Bruni. Right place, right time. 2-2. Well done, Bruni. Now, not forgetting, of course, that we are away from home. I would still like us to win. Our first game of the season. Richards to Hill. Newport coming back. On the counter-attack, King got support to his right with James. Bruni's having a go from a distance, and he just puts it over. There was a lovely goal that got scored by Bassett during the pre-season, which I may actually show in that episode in a minute when I record it, even though you'll be seeing it before this. That's all confusing, isn't it? All right, we're coming up to half-time. Let's have a little demand more. Richards with a free kick. Oh, and it's there. Taylor Richards, first goal of the season. It comes off the inside of the post, bounces off the keeper. He looked about as bad as Bailey did earlier. Lovely curler. You gotta be upset with that. There he is. He's disinterested. Look. No, very nice. Good work. Good work, Newport. 3-2 up, and it is half time. We've already got like 3 minutes added. Well, we've had the best of things all round. Yeah, I'm pleased with how things are going. Let's not push you too hard. Although it looks like Gareth and Scott are having a bit of a naff game. So let's do some transfers, some substitutions. Who we got on the bench? Danny Murray and Jordan Willis. Well, let's bring on Willis for Williams. And Fenton with Murray. Murray is going to play as the stopper. And I don't think I'm going to bother changing anybody else right now because everybody else is doing just fine. So, including Mr. Lorenzo Bruni, who's playing as a false 9 quite happily, and that seems to be working and has worked all right in pre-season as well. I will make sure before I go I show you that result that I was very proud of in pre-season for Newport. Okay, second half, kick-off from Newport with Bruni, or Bruni with Newport. And yeah, so... Oh, King's in the box. Oh, it's been cleared. McCade on the counter-attack for Plymouth. He's got support. Well, they're just passing it around at the back at this moment. Whether or not Newport close them down or not, I don't know. Morris looking for a shot. And it was over. Come on, Newport. Let's get creative. Richards with another free kick. And oh, that looked like it was in. Just a little bit wide. How's everybody doing? Walker's dropping a wee bit, but that's fine. You're still average. Let's get creative. What's the analysis say? Okay, yes, we need to press him and him. Always press. Free kick from Flanagan. Oh, off the wall. Flanagan picks up the loose ball for Plymouth. Jones out to Pickering. Well tackled by James. James on the counter-attack now for Newport. Wilkes to Kirby. Richards now coming forward. He's got people in front of him. Hayward has a go, but the rebound comes to Jones. And now it's Plymouth who are on the counter-attack. Out wide to Morris. He's got somebody in the centre. Cross into McCade. It's cleared. Kirby now for Newport. James. It's another counter-attack. No, it's not. It's cleared out. Plymouth back control. Jones coming in. Morris is there. Oh, my goodness. Well saved by Bailey. Well saved. I feel like I should just be saying, show some passion. Oh, don't be frustrated, Mr. Hayward. It's 80 minutes. Oh, he's off tackles. Richards with a free kick, and it's there. Richard King, first yellow card of the season. Harry Pickering's first yellow card of the season. And Richards with his second goal of the season. And possibly the match with a lovely, lovely free kick. Well done, my boy. Yeah. That was a bit confusing there. Plymouth with the kick-off. Morris has a go, but Bailey just grabs it. Bailey in the blue there, the blue keeper outfit. Oh, lovely ball forward for Hayward. Tries to get it through. Bruni. Pickering. Oh, sorry, it's James who put it just wide. Taylor Richards is looking exhausted. He is, isn't he? Oh, we've got to take Pickering off. That's what's got to happen. Because he's not having a good time. Oh no, that's their team. Good lord, you idiot. Taylor Richards. Will Miller. Here we go. Show some passion. Widges. Walker with the throw in for Newport. Puts it into the middle. Kirby puts it out wide for King to chase, which he's not going to do. It's just a little too far ahead of him. It's full time. Newport County have won their first game of the season in League 2, and it was a decisive 4-2 victory over Plymouth. I am very happy with that, and I think I'm going to be passionately so. Well done. Okay, let's finish up with a very quick review. Newport County sat in second of League 2 after one game on 3 points. It's an excellent start, but obviously it's a long, long way to go. But with regards to that fixture I wanted to tell you about, where are we? There we go. I did a little Moneymaker Cup to try and bring a little bit of extra cash in at the start of the season, and obviously I brought in Premiership teams to play against. For third place, we beat Arsenal, albeit at home to Newport, 3-1. So I was very, very happy with that performance, and obviously starting out against Plymouth. We had a pretty strong pre-season, to be fair. I did play a few more games than I normally would. I tried to squeeze in a couple of extras, and I think it's going to pay off in terms of helping out with team cohesion and helping me identify weaknesses. Bit disappointed in a couple of the results there, I'll not lie to you. Celtic, they outclassed us, really. Enough said. That's all. We lost. But anyway, we're, of course, in the Carabo Cup now in League 2, which is exciting. So that'll be coming up on Wednesday, the 13th of August. We are also in the Checker Trade Trophy, and we're in Group F, and that will be coming up at the start of September. And it is the start of September when you will see us next. If you enjoyed that, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more Football Manager videos. Thank you very much for watching.